If you want to be bigger, stronger, and more athletic than ever before, you need to drop the bro split.
You tripping, bro. You tripping.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you don't know me, I'm Coach Taryn, founder of Different Breed, and today I want to talk to you about why the bro split is more like the bullshit split.
Nice.
Basically, a bro split is just a body part split, but body part splits come with a whole load of problems that are genuinely going to limit the amount of muscle you can build, limit how strong you can get, and they're certainly going to stop you being very athletic. They're pretty much going to eliminate all athletic qualities bar strength. So it's not really the one you want for the best quality of life outcomes and for the best health outcomes. So let's have a chat about it. This is a bro split that I made earlier, and I did genuinely try to make this quite good. So we've got chest and tris, back and biceps, shoulders and abs, legs. Day one, bench press, incline dumbbell bench press, skull crushers, dips, flies, tricep pushdown. Day two, chin-ups, pendlay row, face pull, hammer curl, easy bar. Day three, barbell strict press, seated Arnold press, lat raises, hanging leg raise, rear delt fly, and cable side bend. Did you see in my face there whether I was deciding if I'd keep doing the voice? And then legs on the final day, squats, deadlift, dumbbell split stance RDL, leg curl, leg extension, calf raise. And that is fucking shit. I genuinely tried to make that good, but what a fucking wanky program. If you think that's good, then I genuinely feel a little bit sorry for you because you've never trained on an actually well-written program. But that's okay, because I'm going to give you a well-written one today. So let's talk about the problems here. I mean, firstly, it's just boring as fuck. Like, I don't want to do that. No one wants to do that. It's just... Like, that's your entire day there. That's terrible. There are more problems than it being boring, but I really do think that's a big one. Consistency is probably the number one thing you need within training to see results. We've all seen someone who follows a terrible plan, but they turn up consistently and they get great results. So if the plan isn't enjoyable, you're a lot less likely to be consistent. That's a pretty big problem. But there are more significant problems when we actually think about programming. So number one, you can't train anything but strength or hypertrophy. You are limited by these body part splits. So the exercises you're able to choose from are only exercises that can be really defined by body parts. So, you know, seated Arnold press, a lateral raise, pendlay row. But you can't use anything that's like jumping, sprinting, clean and jerks, throwing, mobility work. It's like, where does that really fit? Because I mean, if you do a back bridge, well, it's kind of shoulders, it's kind of your back. I suppose it's going to get your hip flexors a bit, so it's sort of, like, it just doesn't work. It's the same with clean and jerks, same with snatches, same with everything. So it just eliminates your ability to train all athletic qualities. But on top of that, even if you were to train all athletic qualities, it's going to train them really ineffectively. And in fact, that's one of the biggest problems with the bro split. This is why it's going to kill your gains. Kill your gains.
What's up guys, Jeff Cavalier, AthleanX.com.
Even if your only goals are strength and hypertrophy, this is a terrible way to go after it because half of your sessions are pretty much always ineffective. And whilst you may be doing more exercises on a specific body part than a full body split, you're not going to be doing more effective sets on that body part. For example here, let's take this chest and tris day. So you start off with bench, cool. Say you do 4x5. Okay, you're going to be a bit fatigued. Then you come onto incline dumbbell bench and maybe you do 3x8 to 12, let's just say. And okay, that's decent. That's going to be lower weight than it would be if you'd have done it first, but you know, fine, you can probably still get a decent weight of it. Then you do some skull crushers. Okay, you can probably get away with that. Cool, let's say you want big arms, 4 sets of 8 to 10. Now we've done about 15, not 15, that's really bad maths. Now we've done 11 sets on our pushing musculature. Well, let's do some dips. Well, we're probably not going to get many dips done. We're certainly not going to really be able to add weight if we're like normally like 10, 15 kilo dipper. Probably going to have to reduce that to body weight. And then if you're doing body weight, that's probably going to be really hard because you've just fucking smashed 11 sets. So it doesn't really matter what you do. Not good. Just going to be bad. Same here. You've got flies and tricep pushdown. Great, but both of these muscle groups are fucked. Not good. And it's also going to be worse after you've just done a not good set of dips or not good series of sets of dips. So this is actually just going to be bad. So doing this type of split, you've just wasted half your workout. That might as well not be there. And you've got that across all these days. So boom, boom. I'm getting black all over my green pen. I'm willing to sacrifice my pen to teach you this, guys. So you can tell it's important. It just fucks your training. You're just getting loads of ineffective sets and ineffective training. It's a silly way to program, basically. And I'm sure you're thinking, all right, well, what should I be doing? And I'm going to tell you, what we should be doing is full body training. But I've actually written a full body program. It's on the other side of my whiteboard. I can spin it around. And this full body program I've written with the intention that your main goals are still to improve your bench, your squat and your deadlift, and also to build muscle. But you're sick of being stiff, you're sick of getting out of breath when you take your kids to the park, you're sick of not being powerful, and you're just bored. So what can we do? Let's have a look. Woo! Spin a winner. Bet you guys didn't think it could do that, motherfucker. So this is the full body day. We've got day 1, 2, 3, 4. Obviously they are all full body. Day 1, pogo hops, bodyweight twists, deadlifts, bench press, skater hops, kettlebell windmill, weighted pull-up, assault bike. Day 2, dead hang, Cossack squats, cable-assisted pancake, Jefferson curl, prone back extension, Copenhagen reps, some side bends, some cable twists, and optional cardio. Optional. Probably won't take you too long to get through this. Just depends on how much time you've got in the gym. Day 3, band-assisted single leg hops, P-bar dips, seated box jumps, ring pec fly, squats, seated row, lying leg curl. And then over here, day 4, we've got an E3 mom, med ball slams and squats again, pause chin-ups, split stance, straddle kettlebell Z-press, hanging leg raise, and then a little mech on here that I've called run and gun. 400 meter run, some barbell curl, some overhead barbell tricep extension. Do that 4 to 5 times. There. So let's talk through it and why this works. So firstly, we're able to train a range of athletic qualities by going full body. We can include jumps, we can include these kind of like faster twisting things, we can include this mobility work, and we can include cardio. Because that's the point I didn't make earlier. Where the fuck does cardio go into a body part split or you do a assault bike? Yeah, that really works on my bicep data. It's not going to go in anywhere. So we've already opened up our ability to use a range of different movements, and that's where we're going to get this main benefit from. So on day 1, we're going to do some pogo hops and bodyweight twists. Straight away working your power, your jumping ability, your elasticity through your tendons. Bodyweight twists, which is going to help open up the back. It's going to help build some rotational speed and rotational power. Then straight into your deadlifts. And we've done nothing to interfere with your deadlifts here. So we know we're going to be able to get more effective sets on here. Maybe you do 4x5, let's say. Then we go into bench press. Nothing's competing here. So we're going to get effective sets here. We are doing it in a superset with some skater hops, which again, just a bit of plyometric ability, power, whatever. Even coordination, to be fair. But we can definitely say we're still going to get effective sets here. So maybe this is another heavy one. Maybe we hit heavy 3. I'm just going to write H because we can't fit heavy, and then 2 down sets. And these skater hops just aren't going to interfere. It's just not going to be a problem that we do them there. If you really wanted to separate these, you could. And then you're definitely going to get effective bench press. I just like to have them together because it saves time. Then we've got some kettlebell windmill, shoulder, back mobility, shoulder stability, and then weighted pull-ups. These could be either way round. And again, none of this is interfering. So now, instead of just crossing out half our day of wasted sets, we've got really effective training for the deadlift, for the bench, for the back in those weighted pull-ups, for the shoulders, jumping, bodyweight twist. And then we've got assault bike, cardio, boom, that could be anything. Let's just say that's 10 rounds, 20 on, 20 off. And that's quite a nice workout, to be fair. Then day 2, dead hang, Cossack squats, blah, 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 blah. This is honestly a bit of a mobility day. And we do want to improve our mobility, but we're still going to be getting a lot of benefit here. So dead hangs, this could be single arm, and you could do it weighted. You could even do that as like a monkey press. So you're going to be building forearms, grip, healthy for your shoulders as well, to be honest, and your back. You should just do a bit of hanging. But we're supersetting that with Cossack squats. So this is like just single leg work. So we obviously had a leg extension before. We don't have that in this program, but this is going to smash your quads in a relatively isolationary way. So, fine. Jefferson curl, cable-assisted pancake. This is going to be to get some range opening. Then we're going to be able to go on these Jefferson curls and get further. So Jeffy curls, this is going to be loaded for reps. And that is going to help build your erectors. It's going to help build your hamstrings to some degree, I guess, because your hips are moving, but really it's mainly going to be that like spinal erector. And that's how you build just a thick, juicy back with fucking columns carrying you. That's what you want. So this is actually going to be useful for hypertrophy. It's going to be great. And you can load it up. It's also going to help improve the back mobility. Prone back extensions, again, that's going to help for the back. It's working mobility because you're, taking yourself to end range. But honestly, if you don't get a crazy pump in your back doing these, you're doing them wrong. Just saying. Copenhagen reps, Great for your hips, great for your mobility. Also going to help take pressure off the back just because you want your hips functioning properly, for your lower back to be functioning properly. And it's going to build your adductors. You haven't just got quad, your adductors on the side are important. So you're building this leg size by doing things like this. You're building a well-rounded physique. Cable side bend, horizontal cable twist. Obviously that's just moving the back, but it's going to build your abs. We're going to be doing these loaded. And then some optional cardio, because honestly, won't take you that long to get through a workout like that. These are like minute, 2-minute rest things at most generally. So you'll just fly through that. And again, getting really effective training. Everything here works, nothing interferes, and we're making progress towards our physique and strength goals whilst improving mobility, improving cardio, improving just our general function as an athlete. Day 3, this is going to be relatively similar to day 1. So you can see these two are somewhat linked. Band assisted single leg hops. Hopping is really hard. So if you're just transitioning into full body training and athletic training off the back of a bro split, you're probably not going to be able to come in and just smash really high hops. It's genuinely very difficult. So bit of band assistance there, but still that is going to improve your power and your jumping ability. It's all going to help. It doesn't matter that we've got to start it a little bit easier. And then we can do some P-bar dips. So we're getting a second chest thing. This, of course, could be a secondary bench day. There's absolutely no reason. If you were really struggling with your technique on bench, I'd probably suggest a secondary bench day here. But most people, you know, once they've learned the powerlifting techniques, they've learned them, so you don't need to do it that frequently. And you can go really heavy on this. A P-bar dip is probably the heaviest chest movement you're going to find. I mean, there are people who would dip 200 kg. It's not unheard of. So yeah, it's going to really help your upper body. And again, it's going to develop your upper body because you're just loading the fuck out of it, but it's also going to help your bench press go up because you've now got this really effective secondary heavy pushing day or a really effective secondary bench day if you were to do it as a bench. Then we've got seated box jumps, more power work, just nice and fun to do. Ring pec fly, obviously that is a secondary chest thing, but you can do 2 things in the same day. We saw that earlier, you're just kind of going to be fatigued by the end. So this here is great. We're getting 2 really effective chest training sets and then really effective bench training set over here. And it's worth keeping in mind that all of these are going to be more effective than if we had these all in a row. Then you're going to do a squat, a heavy squat day. That could be like a 3x3, something like that. Then you've got seated row, lying leg curl, general bodybuilding stuff. But again, it's going to be more effective because we haven't trashed ourselves by the time we get here. This is a relatively shorter day. The squats might take you a while. This is another day where realistically, you could add some cardio on. And finally, day 4. And I put this together just to show you can have a lot of fun with full body splits while still being effective. So remember, you probably have a rest day in here. So I have got 2 squats next to each other, but these aren't going to overly interfere. And you're still getting a secondary squat day. So it's still going to be more beneficial than doing squats once a week. Going to do an E3 mom, do that for 12 minutes. So that's 4 sets of med ball slam and squat high rep. So we'd do this together. So what I would program that is every 3 minutes on the minute for 12 minutes, 5 med ball slams or 3 med ball slams, max effort with like a 10 kg ball, and then 8 squats, 8 to 12 maybe. So you're just gonna be toasting your legs and you're gonna be challenging your power endurance. And I mean, this is gonna suck, but it's gonna help your conditioning. And because of the like lactic acid buildup and just the general mechanical tension that will go through your legs, this is such an effective hypertrophy stimulus to do it like this. Then got pause chin-ups. Boom, another really effective back exercise because we've separated it from all the other shit. Split stance dumbbell RDL. So we're not doing a secondary deadlift day. Honestly, you can normally deadlift once a week and you'll be fine, but we have got a secondary hinge in there and this is going to be more effective than where it was on the original last day. Straddle Z press here, so we're just getting another shoulders exercise in there. Chosen that because it's going to help mobility more than just like an Arnold press, but you could do a standing Arnold press, you could do anything there. Some hanging leg raise. Obviously building the abs, also going to help your mobility. And then we finish on this run and gun workout. So this is a 4 to 5 round for time Metcon. What we're going to be looking to do is 400 meter run, then let's say 12 barbell bicep curls with a pretty heavy weight. We still need this to be like RP8, RP9, but you being tired from the run isn't going to stop you hitting your curls properly. So you can get your cardio in and build some arms. Amazing. And then same on this overhead extension. So we do 12 reps there. And that way, by going full body, you can see we've smashed our strength goals, we've smashed our hypertrophy goals really fucking effectively, more effectively than if we'd have done a bro split. But we've also increased our power with these jumps here. We've also exposed ourselves to more cardio. We've improved our mobility with, yeah, a mobility day, but just in general, we've got more mobility across the week. And we've got much more interesting programming styles. Now we can include things like a med ball slam, a band assisted single leg hop. We can do EMOMs. And of course, like you could put these rounds for time workouts all throughout it. This optional cardio here could be another Metcon. It could be a different assault bike workout. I mean, this is so much more effective than, oh, got to undo it. than this. We're missing half our workout here. It is actually less effective at getting strong, it's less effective at building muscle, whilst missing out so much other stuff that affects your quality of life and affects your health. If you've got bad cardio, like, you are looking at significantly worse medical outcomes as you get older. If you're not fast, if you haven't got good explosivity, you're going to feel that when you're older. Speed and power is one of the first athletic qualities to deteriorate, and it's what leads to older people falling. They just simply can't react in time. They can't produce the forces they need to not fall.
I've fallen and I can't get up.
These bro splits, they're boring. They are ineffective for training goals, but they are also going to be genuinely detrimental to your long-term happiness, whether that's because your medical outcomes are worse or because your quality of life's worse. Like I said, if you were doing this program, it would be very reasonable to be frustrated that you've constantly got a tight back at 30 and that you're out of breath when you go to the park with your kids. Well, look, we do this instead. Now your back isn't going to be tight. You're not going to be out of breath with your kids when you're at the park. You're going to be getting stronger and bigger. And on top of all of that, you're just going to have better long-term medical outcomes. The bro split, the body part splits, really are just something that we need to fucking kill.
Hit it! Hit it! Fucking hit it!
They're just not worth it. Genuinely, even if your main goals are strength and hypertrophy, they're not worth it. So yeah, if you are someone who is stuck into a bro split, hopefully this has been an eye-opener that this is not your friend. It is bad. I've even written bad here, but I'm going to go, this is bad, guys. Bad. Fuck the bro split. Fuck the body part splits. It ain't doing anything good for you. And yeah, just not going to have the best outcomes for you for your strength and hypertrophy goals or for your quality of life. This is what we want, a full body split. And if you're coming off the back of a bro split, take a screenshot of this, go into the gym and use this. I guarantee you're going to enjoy your training more and you're going to get better results. And if you don't want to take this, that's absolutely fine. Go and write your own. But trust me, give full body a go. Thanks for listening to that, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, stick them in the comments below. And as always, I will be replying. And if you want to see more like this, if you want to learn more about training to turn yourself into an athletic freak, then please subscribe to the channel and I will catch you next week. My voice broke twice, sir.